mathematicians. Today we're going to talk about a new way to display information, and that is with using a bar graph. A bar graph. Now, we've talked about some other types of graphs, but this specifically uses lines really to display information. So we're going to take a look at a couple of them and talk about them. Okay, so this first graph, the first thing I want you to notice is that it's kind of like a pictograph where it tells you how many of something, but instead of having pictures, it has like a line or a bar that goes up to a certain line that reflects a certain number. So like this graph for Monday, this bar goes all the way up to this line, which is number 5. Okay, so, and then the other days can show you information. Now, I could have just given you a list with the day of the week and their number, but when you put your numbers in a graph, it helps you to see it easier. You can very quickly see which day has the most or the least or any of that much more quickly than you can with these numbers. You'd have to think, okay, which one is smaller or bigger or whatever. It may not seem like a big a deal with these small numbers, but as the numbers get bigger, it will make looking at information a lot easier. So also another type of bar graphs can go up and down like this one. This is a vertical bar graph where the bars go up and down, or you could have a horizontal one. This graph is about the favorite color that students have, and you'll see the bars go across in a horizontal manner rather than starting at the bottom and go up and down. So you'll notice on this one the numbers are along the bottom, and on this one the numbers are along the side. So we're going to take a look at this graph, and the title of this graph is egg laying, the eggs that are laid on certain days. So Farmer Jess has some hens. This graph shows how many eggs they lay. Use the graph to answer the questions. Okay, so let's look at our information a little bit more closely. We've got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. On Monday, it goes up to 5. Tuesday goes up to 7. So there were 7 eggs laid on Tuesday by the hens. And then on Wednesday, not quite as many. I guess they did a lot the day before. On Wednesday, there was just 3. And on Thursday, there were how many? 6. Okay, so now we're going to use this information to answer these questions. How many eggs did the hens lay on Monday? Now, this is a how many question, so our answer should be a number. Okay, how many eggs did the hens lay on Monday? We've already answered that. We look at Monday on our graph, and we go up and we see how many. What number? 5. Okay. Number 2, how many eggs did they lay on Tuesday? Well, we look at Tuesday. 7. And number 3, how many eggs did they lay on Wednesday? Not quite as many. On Wednesday, there was how many? 3. Okay, now, so those were how many questions. So our answers were all numbers. Question 4 does not say how many. It says, when did they lay the most eggs? So when, they're asking for the day of the week. So we're not going to write a number as our answer. We're going to write one of the days of the week. And the most, when we put our information into a graph like we have here, it's very easy to see which one is the most. It's the tallest tower or tallest bar. And this one is definitely the tallest. There were 7 eggs laid on when? Tuesday. So number 4, when did they lay the most eggs? On Tuesday. You can copy it from right on your graph. Make sure you capitalize it because days of the week are capitals. All right, and then number 5, did they lay more eggs on Monday or Thursday? Monday or Thursday. So this time we're comparing information. Okay, so they want to know which day had more, Monday or Thursday. So we don't even need to look at Tuesday and Wednesday. We just need to look at Monday and Thursday. Well, very quickly you can see they're not very far apart. They're not the same, but they're very close. How many's on Monday? 5. How many's on Thursday? 6. And which number is bigger, 5 or 6? 6. Now, we're not going to write 6 because it didn't ask us which number. It asked us which day. And you can see that the Thursday tower is just slightly taller than the Monday tower. Okay, so number 5, did they lay more eggs on Monday or Thursday? It would be Thursday, just by 1, but it's more eggs on Thursday. Okay, so now it's your turn. You're going to see this graph in just a minute. It's very similar to the one we just did with the eggs laid. But this is a graph of pets that belong to students in Miss Smith's class. So you're going to use the information from this graph to answer the questions. There are dogs, cats, fish, and birds. These are the kind of pets that the students in her class have. And over here you'll see the numbers. Okay, so you're going to do that and answer the questions for each one. So if it's a how many question, then it's going to be...
At this time, all book bag buddies, please come to the front office. Thanks.
Sorry about that. How many question is going to have a number as your answer, but number 5 does not ask you how many. It asks you about an animal, so your answer is going to be an animal. And there's one other thing I want to show you. Some bar graphs, their scale over here doesn't count by 1. So like this is a baseball bar graph that we'll look at a little bit later. But look, it doesn't go from 0 to 1. It's counting by 2. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. And so it makes it a little simpler. But look at this one over here. Oh, let me slide it over. Sarah's right here doesn't go. It goes past the 6 line, but not quite to the 8 line. So what do you think that is? That's 7. So go answer your questions about the bar graph with pets. And your code word to enter at the end is brown. Brown. B-R-O-W-N. Brown. That's your code word. It is worth 20 points. Okay? Hope you can get it right. I can't wait to see your work.